You may have sensitive data that requires collaboration, such as design projects or employee or partner records. Here I'm going to show you how BOOLE Server allows you full control over documents even after it has left the confines of your organization. BOOLE Server is used by leading companies like Versace to protect their most valuable information even when it leaves their organization. I'm logged into the BOOLE Server here using a BOOLE Server client, and what I'm going to do first of all is upload a file. So I'll navigate through my computer to find a file, something that we can remember through the course of this video. Let's have a quick scroll down. I think that one's something that we'll remember. So the file JellyRace PDF has been uploaded into the BOOLE server. I can now share this with other users. Let's just pull that down a bit so we can see what we're doing. So here are the people who are set up to use the system, and I'm going to create a share to this individual here. But what I am going to do is I'm going to specify what sharing rights this person has. Now I can either share it with no encryption, with encryption, or by secure streaming, and there are various options that I can use here, various different ways that I can allow them to access that document on. For this occasion I'm going to select anti-photo. Let's confirm that, and you'll see shortly when this other person logs onto the system what access rights they do have. So I will disconnect from the server. We'll just quickly switch usernames. Now this can be from any PC because it's a secure connection straight through to the server. So we'll assume that this other person's on another site, and we're opening the secure stream connection. It'll take a while for the server to log in here. And when I am logged in, I'll be able to see any files that I have been sent or allowed to share. So what I have been allowed to share by that user is the JellyRace document. So let's see what we can do with that. I can't drag it onto my desktop. So how can I open it? Let's have a look. Okay, so by double clicking on it, we've got the anti-photo, which might be useful if you have sensitive documents that someone needs to read but you don't want them to disseminate that information. So it's created a window there so that I can scroll down and read through it, but I can't actually see the whole document at any time. Extra security means I can't take a screenshot and get around the security that way. So that's one way. So I'm going to disconnect. I need more access than that, so what I'll do, I'll get on the phone to that user, I'll speak to them and say, look, I need further access, so they will log in and they will change the share. So when they're logged into the server, they'll be able to go to that documents and recreate that with different permission rights to me, and then we'll be able to see how I can access that in different ways. So here's a document on the server, which I'm going to share. I'm going to change that share. Now by me adding myself again as another share, it will actually overwrite the one that was on there, overwrite those permissions. So yes, we'll accept that. Let's go in. So we're not going to do it with no protection. Last time we did secure streaming. Well, this time we're going to do it with encryption. So I'm going to allow all those rights there. So I can do with it pretty much everything I need to do, but I can't do that unless I accept it through the encrypted methodology that the BOOLE server is using. So the share has been created, so let's quickly log out. I'll get back on the phone to the end user. The end user now logs in, and we should see some more access rights. Now this time we're not actually streaming, we've allowed it to be downloaded with encryption, so we'll see precisely what that means. So if I go into my received sharings from the original sender, The beauty of BOOLE Server obviously is that you can choose whatever precise rights you want to grant to the person you're sharing with. We're just going to show you a few today. Now I can drag and drop, but only in encryption mode, so I'll do that, and that's them downloading now from the server. And we can see there we've got a Jelly Race PDF icon on the screen, but it's not a normal PDF icon. It's an icon that shows that it's been encrypted by BOOLE Server. So while I'm connected to the server, I can read that document. I can read it in full, but if I disconnect, I can't now open that document. So the original user who has sent me this share still has rights over this file because I can't open it. I can only open it if I'm connected to BOOLE Server. So just to reiterate, we'll log right back in. And this doesn't matter where we're logging in from, because we're connecting to the server, we are getting a stream which is decrypting that file. So we should now be able to open that. And there we have it. We can read the Great Jelly Race document while we're connected to the server, in line with the access permissions that the owner of the document has granted me.